I will actually love it if our opposition parties in Singapore, instead of just talking about the symptoms of strains that is causing unhappiness and dissatisfaction among the electorate, among the voters, list out this list of things called Principle Contradictions. What do I mean by Principle Contradiction? Principle Contradiction means that these are contradictions that is either side or all side, and how do we deal with it? I would rather the opposition party, the people talking about policies, make a list of all these principal contradictions. So, the first principal contradiction is property prices. So, of course, for someone who has not buy a house, of course, cheaper better, right? If I haven't buy any house in Singapore, cheaper better. Regardless, HDB, condo, I don't care. Cheaper better. You give me free $1, $2, 10,000, I also want to buy the house. That is on the side of someone who has not bought the house. But whereas, on the other hand, for people who are already holding on to a house, assuming it's fully paid up, of course, if the value higher, better. First of all, value higher, better, I feel good. Alright? But on the other hand, for a lot of people who already own the house, they have taken HDB loan or let's say bank loans. And for the bank, it's like that. If the value of the property drop, to the bank, they are going to say that, oh, I'm taking a high risk, so I will recall back the entire loan. That means you either have to fire sale the house and then you pay back the bank, and you fire sale the house, the property price drop. You cannot, you fire sale, not enough money to pay the bank. So this is the risk on the other side. So the principal contradiction is very simple. Between people who have not buy any house and they know that the family is not going to pass down a lot of houses to them. So these are the principal contradiction. I'm just doing a video talking about principal contradiction. So on one side, there will be people who do not have any house yet, and then family is not going to pass down house to them. So this is good, the one side. And now on the other side, this on the left side, and then on the right side is people who already own the houses. They already have some form of house. So if I already have a house, I want the value to be high, right? And if, let's say, I have a big family, I want to pass down houses to my children, of course I want the value to be as high as possible, right? So this is from between the left and the right. Obviously, this is a principal contradiction. And this is a principal contradiction that is not so simple as an opposition party just say that, oh, the prices just drop, then people will vote for opposition because they make the price drop. Come on, it is not so simple. And there's another principal contradiction that I want to introduce within this contradiction, is that assuming that those people, the group of people on the right who already own the houses, accept a drop in the value of their property, assuming it still does not cause any issue to their current outstanding loans with the bank, and that's making an assumption is even if, let's say, the people on the right side already have the house, they accept the property price drop, alright? We must not forget that I introduced another contradiction. In this contradiction is that our banking system, our financial system requires a certain value and number of loan in the economy to sustain the revenue net profit of the major bank in order to create jobs in the economy, in order to create many jobs in the banks, in many areas, whether is it in mortgage, whether is it in compliance, and by the way, bank also need to have money to pay the landlord, regardless of who is the landlord, because bank got many branch, they got many building. So I am introducing, so when I'm talking about property prices in Singapore, first, it is a contradiction between the left side, people who have not owned a house, as of right now, I haven't buy a house yet, and people on the right side, that means people who already have houses. This is a contradiction. And then after that, I bring in a third thing, add in the contradiction upon the contradiction. That means the banking financial system, they need loans to sustain this ecosystem, to create banking jobs, to have a financial sector. So this is a contradiction. So I would rather have the opposition party share about this contradiction, rather than just saying that, oh, we can deal with this symptom of the property price low or high. Although I am still admit that I still a bit simplify the analysis of the contradiction of property prices here is because I did not really factor in the Singapore government current policy of the BTO flats being priced at a discount to resale flats. So to be fair, I did not factor in the BTO flats and resale flats at a discount this part and what the government is still doing with the BTO system. So to be fair, I did simplify it, but what I'm just saying is that I'm presenting an example of a principle contradiction.